Well, hello everybody and welcome back, my soldiers, everybody, supporters, everybody who's watching my videos. I love you guys forever. I want to give you a hug. Well, for today's upload, I'm bringing you a 4th generation Wi-Fi battle match here against my buddy. Well, it's not actually my buddy, it's some guy that I met on the Smogon forums battle finder section of that website, and his name is Munchi, and we are actually doing a overused 4th generation HeartGold SoulSilver Wi-Fi battle match here. As you can see, I'm gonna kick it off with El Vampiro, which is, by the way, the Spanish name for the vampire in English. And he's gonna lead up with La Fixie, something like that, which is an Aerodactyl. Now, the reason being for why I actually go for the Stone Edge immediately instead of setting up my rocks just like he did was because I was actually predicting the taunt on the first turn. But he did not went for that. He set up his own rocks without actually warning me of anything. So now I tried to set up my rocks, which didn't work, of course, because he ended up taunting me on the second turn, which is when I tried to set up my rocks. Which is a shame because I won't be able to set up my rocks at this point, and it might just change the game a little bit to my disadvantage. But anyways, I am definitely gonna go for the Stone Edge and finish off the Aerodactyl. As you can see, he's gonna bring out his Skarmory as his second choice. The game is already 6-5, and I'm actually taking the lead. I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge here to see just how much damage I can actually get off this Skarmory, as he's gonna set up these spikes, which is not looking too good for me. He's setting up a lot of hazards against my team, and I definitely need my Fortress here in order to actually get rid of all these spikes and the Stealth Rocks as well. Now, as you can see, the Stealth Rocks actually do a shit ton of damage to my Fortress, aka Hidden, and the spikes do a little bit of damage because it's only the first layer of spikes. Now he sets up the second layer, but it doesn't affect Fortress, of course, because he's already into the game. So I'm gonna get a little bit of leftovers recovery here, and I know that he's probably gonna whirlwind me away into another Pokemon or something like that. So I'm just gonna try to go for the Rapid Spin here and see where that takes me. Of course, in the 4th generation, you don't get to see the enemy team in the preview window before the game actually starts. So I did not know that he had a Ghost type Pokemon on his team. So that is a very good play on his part. He actually avoided my Rapid Spin by going into a Ghost type and avoiding the attack, which is amazing. And now I am pretty much forced to switch out if I want to keep Fortress for later on in order to Rapid Spin away the hazards, because right now he's putting me in a corner. Actually, I really need to get rid of this Gengar in order for me to actually set up the rocks, or I mean Rapid Spin away everything that is set up so far on my field. Now, Porygon 2 is actually gonna try a little bit harder here, and it just didn't work out for that little guy, unfortunately. He's gonna go down after being hit by a Thunderbolt and then a Sludge Bomb by a Life Orb, probably Modest Nature Gengar, which, you know, it's kind of ironic to see a Gengar actually running Modest Nature, because most of the time they're actually running Timid Nature, which makes them a lot faster than the usual one. So anyways, I'm gonna bring out my Frankie, aka my Metagross. He's gonna go for the Thunderbolt. The Life Orb is gonna kick in, and he's gonna do a incredible amount of damage once again, guys. I'm gonna go for the Meteor Mash. I was crossing my fingers and praying to God that my Meteor Mash did not miss, and it actually did not. So that's great. Now the Gengar is out of the way, so I can basically assume that on the next chance that I actually get to send out my Fortress, I'm gonna be able to actually Rapid Spin away whatever or not he's actually set up on my field. So he's gonna go for his Lucario right now, and he's gonna go for the Vacuum Wave. My Frankie actually goes down, and you know, I think the game is actually 5-3 or 5-4, I think, so far. And I'm gonna send out Rage here to get the Intimidate on, activated. But you know, looking at the Vacuum Wave from that Lucario, it looks like it's a special orientated Lucario, but I don't really care about that because I'm pretty sure that Lucario can actually not damage my Rage too much. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to go ahead for the Dragon Dance, because I was actually pretty sure that he was about to make the switch into Skarmory. Why Skarmory? Because Skarmory has the highest defense on his team and is basically the only thing that can take physical attacks like a champ. So I am basically gonna go for the Dragon Dance. As you can see, I'm at +1 attack, +1 speed. I'm gonna go for the Waterfall just because I got stabbed with Waterfall, and that's probably the most powerful move that I have on my arsenal right now, except from Earthquake. But I think that Waterfall actually becomes even more stronger than Earthquake because of the stabbed. But anyways, it's gonna whirlwind me away into Hidden once again, guys. Stealth Rocks is gonna kick again into play, which is devastating. I mean, look at just how much damage only the entry hazards is actually doing to my team, it's devastating. So I really need to get rid of these things right now, because if I don't, my team will eventually actually lose to his team, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna go for the rapid spin here, and spin away the spikes and the stealth rocks, as he's gonna go for the whirlwind. Kind of a stupid play on his part, because had I been him, I would have gone for the brave bird, and then afterwards try to set up the rocks once again, and then go for another brave bird, just trying to take out the foresters, because foresters is the only thing on my team that can actually get rid of those things that he's setting all over the place. So he's actually gonna whirlwind me away into El Vampiro, and I actually was predicting a roost on this turn, so that's why I went for Earthquake. But it does work in my favor, because for some random reason he decided to make a switch into his Lucario. Something tells me that his Lucario has got hidden power ice or something like that, or something that can hit me incredibly hard on the special defense side, right? So unfortunately for him, that was a way. I don't know how. I don't have words for this switch in. It was really stupid on his part. But anyways, we're gonna continue as he sends out his Feener, which is gonna be his Scizor. I'm gonna set up the rocks here, and he's gonna go for a U-turn. Now I'm actually still wondering and having all question marks above my head, like wondering just why is he actually playing stupid right now. First, he made a switch into Lucario, which he should never have done. Even taking that switch in consideration is like, no, just get it out of your head. That's a very stupid move. But also bringing in his Scizor and going for the U-turn, I don't understand that. It blows my mind. But anyways, I'm gonna go for another Earthquake, actually thinking that it was about to go for the Roost once again. It did not work. He whirlwinds me away into something else, which is gonna be my Foresters again, and I'm pretty sure that at this point he will probably just go for the Roost, because I mean, why would he not go for that? I don't think that Hidden threatens his Skarmory so far. I think that Hidden is actually at a very high disadvantage here, because my only moves are Explosion, Earthquake. I could have gone for the Earthquake, by the way, here, and or you know, Rapid Spin, and what was my last one? I believe it's Spikes. Yes, it's Spikes. Actually, I go for the Spikes here, trying to set up, because I mean, Skarmory himself, he can do some heavy damage to me, but he won't be able to take me down in the next couple of turns, because you know, taking in consideration that Hidden has one of the highest defense in the game. Also in comparison with Skarmory, they are almost on the same level of defense. I think that Hidden can actually put up a fight against his Skarmory. But he won't win it, of course, but he will stall for time. So I actually take this opportunity to go for another layer of Spikes. And looking at his team, he only got like flying type Pokemons, which is unfortunate because almost nothing gets affected by it. Only Stealth Rocks is actually doing damage. He made a switch here into Togekiss. As you can see, he's gonna go for the Nasty Plot. You didn't, alright? You did not do that, because explosion and fucking oh my, just get the fuck out. Just get the fuck out. No, do not set up on me. I hate that shit. I totally dislike when you set up on me. And you, what? He managed to survive the hit. Well, congratulations. You just stalled for time, which is not gonna change your future, because I think that Grace is gonna go down anyways. So I'm gonna bring out my fastest Pokemon so far alive in my team, which is gonna be Rage at you know, standing at 261 base speed at this point. I think he's faster than Togekiss. I'm definitely sure. So what's gonna happen here, I'm gonna go for the Waterfall, actually trying to take down his Togekiss. I don't know why he actually made a switch back into Scizor, because if I actually look at the Togekiss, at the amount of HP that the Togekiss actually has left, the Stealth Rocks is gonna kill him when he switches back into him. So I have no idea why he actually did that. Definitely a stupid move once again, but I think some people actually lose their cool whenever their team is actually losing. And that's when you don't lose your cool. You need to focus, because you make huge mistakes like this, and they can completely obliterate your entire strategy and definitely, you know, end up in a complete beating, which is not something that you're looking for when you're battling against me, right? So the Scizor goes down, and Togekiss is definitely gonna go down on the next turn as soon as he actually switches him in. So he's gonna bring out his Tweetwall, something like that, Skarmory, and I'm actually gonna go for the Dragon Dance. I was actually thinking there is a high probability that it would go for the Brave Bird, but there is also a high chance that it was about to go for the Whirlwind. Either way, a Dragon Dance is what I'm actually looking for, because I want to do just as much damage as I possibly can before I actually send in my Dragonite to go for the Dragon Dance or the Fire Punch, depending on just how much HP left his Skarmory has. So at this point, things are looking absolutely amazing. My Gyarados is actually taking the lead. His Skarmory is scared to death, and I'm actually hoping for the flinch here with the Waterfall. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, but it's definitely gonna bring me the victory if I actually ended up getting the flinch, which I unfortunately don't end up getting. It doesn't go for the roost, which is definitely good by me, because now my Gyarados goes down and I can, safely bring in Powerhouse, which is gonna be my Dragonite. I can basically go for the Fire Punch and definitely devastate that Skarmory and beat him down to ashes. So as you can see, Powerhouse makes his appearance, Fire Punch to the face, or actually to the belly, and this Skarmory is actually goodbye. Just you're dead. I'm sorry, you're just dead. You just dig your own grave right there. But anyways, as you can see, his last Pokemon, Togekiss, is gonna come in and he is gonna die to the Stealth Rocks. Unfortunately for him, for making a very stupid mistake, he should have stayed in with Togekiss and had his Scizor had more HP left in order to battle the rest of my team. But I don't know what was going on here. I just completely think that this was a good game. I think that the fact that I'm enjoyed for generation makes the game even more enjoyable. And I thank you guys very, very much for watching. And by the way, last guy that actually left a complete team on my previous video, where I actually said that you guys should definitely tell me a team which I might end up using in my next video. I will take that in consideration. And on the next video, I will upload a battle where I actually use one of the Pokemons actually named by Captain Koopa. Now that I remember his name, he was the one requesting a couple of new Pokemons to be used in a Wi-Fi battle. So anyways, guys, I'm actually taking your time here. I'm stalling for time. Never mind. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys in my next upload. I love you very much. I see you guys later. Oh, and by the way, if you're not a subscriber yet, subscribe, because, you're awesome.